What's up?
What's
Hi,
up,
Najir.
buddy?
How you doing?
Good, man.
How are
Long
you?
time no talk. Doing good.
Long
doing
time.
good. That's right. That's right. Am I cleared to go, everyone?
Yep, you're good to go.
All right. So Josh, the hometown kid, does it again. This time, Werewolves Within. I gotta know because I did read that this was filmed nearby where you grew up at, which means it's nearby where I live at. Give me the scoop.
Well, I just couldn't get away from my mom's spaghetti. I feel like I feel like Eminem. We shot Scare Me in Woodstock, New York, and we shot Werewolves between Kingston, New York, Kingston, Phoenicia, New York, and Fleischmann's, where Jim Jarmusch shot The Dead Don't Die. So I was able to go back home and to bring back some more commerce to where I grew up doing like Woodstock Youth Theater and eating pancakes at Sweet Sue's. That's the dream,
You're telling me you're not doing that no more now?
Oh yeah, I'm doing it. Believe me.
Well, look, here's the hard question here, because this is what everybody really wants to know. Is Werewolves Within and Scare Me in the same universe?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's safe to say. Yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't it feel like it?
I think there's a Fanny Addy book on the shelf at the Beaverfield Inn, no question.
All right. Yeah, it absolutely feels like it. I enjoyed this film so much. Once I seen you were attached to it, and then I seen a couple of other people that I'm really high on, I was like, I'm absolutely doing this. I'm glad the PR people didn't cut me off because I was begging for this way early.
Oh my gosh. No.
But I gotta say that anytime you're involved with something, it's like you're a magnet for some of the most charismatic people in all of the world. So, the last film was Anya. This time you're doubling down with Sam. You have Harvey, Melita. Like, how was it working with this cast of people now?
It was wonderful. I mean, beyond anything else, the fact that they're also like talented and funny, they all got along. Like, they're all good people. Like, I did something with, I asked our casting director, Gail Keller, I was like, number one is like, no assholes. Like, if there's like a bad human being and we're in the middle of the winter in upstate New York and it like spoils the bunch, like, I will not be quiet about it. And it was just wonderful. Like, everyone worked together so well. And also, like, Sam was number one. So Sam is like our leader, and he was, he's maybe one of the kindest people I know. And he was thrilled by the prospect to do something he hadn't quite gotten the opportunity to do. Not only playing at the top of his comedic game, but playing like dramatic too, playing with vulnerability and the like. And so, when your actors are happy and your director like knows what they're doing and they wouldn't have it any other way, you end up with some magic, and I think we have that here. And I'd like to think it shows. I'm excited to see it with audiences, but I think that energy shows.
Yeah, Sam has been clicking on all cylinders. So
dude, Tomorrow War, MODOK, like he just the after party, like it's just nonstop. Housebroken.
Yep. So, the concept of Scare Me dealt with, which I really love. Two things I loved about that film that this film does amazing as well is that the horror, the idea of monsters being within us, and just how strong the dialogue carries the film, which it seems like, even with yourself in the other film, it seems like you're putting people in really good, comfortable positions to really project who they are within these characters. And I'm seeing it again here. But my question with this one is that when Scare Me was more about the imagination or, the illusion of it possibly being a monster, we actually do get a monster of some sort here. Is it different or is it actually the same because it's a transformation here?
Wow, that's an epic question. I guess, technically it's different because you do have the physical alteration, of course, but there's nothing scarier to me than people. Yeah, people are why there are horror films. But I'm scared as we all are werewolves and sharks and lizards of the deep and that kind of stuff.
Cicadas,
like right? Cicadas mating everywhere in trees and People, right? And so, and this is a film about, you know, people who are so resistant to change and to newcomers to their town that they will do violent things, right? And nothing scares me more than people. And I think that's, you know, that we all have that like anger within, that werewolf within, despite how like, you know, good we are and want to be and we're told to be. And so I don't know, maybe it's the same, you know.
Yeah, this one definitely much less scared me too. It brushed the stereotypes away. The idea of who you think may be the monster isn't, and the idea that any one of us at any given time can be. So so I was super shocked that you did not write this film, because it seems so much like your style. But nonetheless, Mishna Wolf, who steps up here, a fantastic job as her. This is her first screenwriting credit. How would you say this? How would you describe working alongside of her in this? Fantastic job.
Fantastic job. Like I was reluctant about the idea of like directing a video game film, you know, like because they don't have a good track record. And then I opened Mishna's script and it just felt like movies I grew up watching. Amblin-esque films, you know, Arachnophobia even, and Goonies. It had like all kinds of, you know, vibes, stuff I loved as a kid. I did get to do what's called a director's rewrite or a director's pass. So I got to punch up dialogue. Obviously stuff is changing on set too. Actors have ideas or phrases, this, that, and the other thing. So as a director, supporting a whole lot. But Mishna's script is phenomenal. It blew my hat off, and that was why I just had to throw my hat in the ring.
Well, I'm glad it all came together. Just for my last question, because you know I'm a huge fan. You can't miss right now yourself. Anything else coming down the pipeline should be keeping an eye out for?
I mean, if they let me touch Darkman, maybe that'll be a thing we can revisit. I want to, you know, complete my Cornetto trilogy here, and maybe number 3 will be bigger. Maybe we'll level up. You know, we've leveled up once from Scare Me to Werewolves, and now maybe we'll do something to finish the trilogy, and then I can retire. You know.
Yeah, right. No, we need about at least 20 more years of this, man, at least minimum.
Yes, please.
It's going to happen. Well, congratulations on so many fronts. You got it premiering at Tribeca this year. You're going to be in theaters. When is it? The 25th. And then it's on demand July 2nd, excuse me. By IFC. You're going to be everywhere. If people don't know by now who you are, they certainly will. And this is a fantastic film. Glad I got a chance to watch it. Got a chance to catch up with you again. I hope you have a great time at the festival.
Thank you, Nazir. I really appreciate it. Anytime.
Not a problem, buddy. You have a good one. And thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in for this interview.